playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
You look at this Colt defense.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he is caught. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. White running to the left.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They keep it on the ground. White again.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
11 more on that one and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
First down, here's White. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
To Evans on the slant.
And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Kylan Granson, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it, because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Richardson. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the 1st down.
That one caught out wide by Julio. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down. The Colts at 8-2 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Richardson off the play fake. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And Taylor going to pick up the Colts' 1st down as he'll get this down to the 32.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Joe Tryon-Shoink in pursuit that time, and he gets the tackle for loss.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Richardson now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
From the shotgun, Richardson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal is to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Tackle there by Nick Cross.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Opting to run again here with White. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll come out in the pistol. They get this out left. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. White. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Colts are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Richardson is going to keep it running right. And oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
Here's White. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Once again, it's White. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Clock running. The Bucs trying to go quickly and get set. Mayfield going to switch things up here. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Quiddy Pay drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have 1 half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Richardson to throw. Fighting through pressure. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
On first down, Richardson. Jones has it. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Richardson's throw here into the hands of Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Off play action, Richardson. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Vita Vea. Never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Eluding the pressure right. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. To throw, Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. Oh, some strong running. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's a toss right side with White. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground with White. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with White. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. And Mayfield again with the interception. His 3rd. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Down the left sideline, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The drive starts with a run by White. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mayfield off the play fake. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And the return will stop right around the 25. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now Richardson. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Julio Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Quiddy Pay picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Under pressure, they got him again. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
In motion left, that's Gage. Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. Across the formation, he finds Godwin. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Richardson hit it. He fumbles it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do, but let's face it. You know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a 1-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll go up the middle with White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down and 8.
King.
Mayfield on play action. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Juju Brents. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Richardson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Hurry!
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to have it here just past the 25.
Let's go now. Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and this was truly a